Are you a teacher and you want to connect deeper with your students and other people? Alam mo ba na merong paraan? There are practical tools and techniques that you can easily connect with your students, with your colleagues, and even the parents, which are very important, di ba? In neurolinguistic programming, we teach this tool so that you get to convey your message effectively, be an impactful teacher, very powerful teacher, and also create change in the lives of others. Now, before I forget, I'm June Acevedo. I'm a neurolinguistic programming master trainer, and I equip individuals with the right mental tools to help you succeed in life that is anchored in the right values that are aligned with the Lord. Now, let's go back. Ano ba yung mga things that you need to learn para mas nagiging more impactful ka as a teacher? Number 1, you need to learn about rapport. Right? Kasi kung wala kang rapport, hindi mo nakukuha yung loob ng estudyante mo. Alam mo ba, if hindi mo nakukuha yung loob nila, hindi sila nakikinig sa'yo, hindi sila magiging more open sa'yo. Now, in neurolinguistic programming, we have a tool called mirror and matching. Mirror and matching is a process wherein you become like that person. Anong ibig sabihin nito? Become like that person. Kasi there's a tendency, everyone, that we wait for people to become like us. Right? That's why merong miscommunication. Kasi nag-aantayan tayo, you're waiting for me to become like you, while ako naman, iniintay ko na ikaw maging katulad sa akin. So may big disconnect. Kasi yung iniisip ko, or kinakausap kita according sa gusto ko. Ikaw naman, you're talking to me according sa gusto mo. But what would happen if you think about this? You're a teacher, you're teaching your students, and then you start thinking like your students. You start acting like your students. You start talking in the language of your students. So ano mangyayari? The students will feel that you are one of them. Now, if the students would feel that you're one of them, they become more comfortable to you. Tama? Oy, si sir parang ako. Oy, si ma'am parang ako. Naiintindihan ako ni sir. Naiintindihan ako ni ma'am. Now, what would happen if you are better understood? What would happen if the student becomes more open to you? Mas makikinig siya sa'yo. The student will be more open to listening to your advice, to your teachings, and for them, you're doing it with the right intentions. Not because teacher ka, but because gusto mong tumulong sa kanila. And you understand them. That's why wag mong intayin na yung estudyante mo umakyat sa level mo. You need to go down to their level. That's how you build rapport with your students and other people. You become like them. Next is, you need to also check ano yung representational systems ng mga kausap mo. Alam mo ba that there are people that process thoughts in their minds through pictures? Kumbaga, pag nag-iisip yan sila, they think in terms of pictures. Are you like that? Do you also process thoughts when you think? You think in pictures? Meron namang ibang tao that they process thoughts in sounds. When they think of thoughts or when they process their thoughts, they remember memories in their life, they remember sounds. Meron namang ibang tao that they process it through feelings. No, they remember memories, they think of thoughts in the context of feelings, no? Nafi-feel. I feel happy during that time. Meron namang ibang tao na very logical naman sila pag nag-iisip yan sila, no? I sense, I understand. Yun yung mga tao na mahilig kausapin yung sarili nila. Now in NLP, we call that auditory digital, which is self-talk. No, we talk to ourselves. Are you also like that? So imaginein mo na lang, baka kinakausap mo yung estudyante mo in your representational system. Baka yung student mo hindi siya visual, baka auditory siya. He prefers sounds. Pag kinakausap mo siya, dapat maganda yung tono ng pananalita mo, clear yung boses mo, you word it the right way. Or baka, yung student mo naman, more on feelings naman siya. No? Do you feel this? For them to understand what you're teaching them, they need to feel it first. In their mind, hindi sila makaka-relate sa'yo kasi puro pictures yung pinapakita mo kasi very visual ka. And some students naman, they need to process it, which is ako, katulad ko, no? Alam mo ba that it takes me a while to process the things that I learn because ina-analyze ko pa siya sa utak ko. That's auditory digital. So, kung meron kang student na feeling mo slow, hindi yan siya slow. Pina-process niya ng tama yung sinasabi mo sa kanya. Inuulit niya, ina-analyze niya sa utak niya anong ibig sabihin niya. And that's why for me, what happens initially, nahirapan akong ma-pick up yan. No, when teachers would teach something, it would give me some time to process it. But once na-process ko na ng tama, I fully understand it. Okay, that's the second one. Number 1 is building rapport. Number 2 is representational system. And number 3, you need to learn how to ask the right questions. Matuto kang magtanong ng right questions, which is, in neurolinguistic programming, we call that process meta model. A meta model is a process wherein we know how to ask the right questions and we discover kung ano yung tinatago. Never assume, kasi baka kung ano yung sasabihin ng student mo, hindi yan yung tunay na dahilan. Meron pala nakatago. And when you know how to ask the right questions and you dig deeper, you discover pala na may problema sila sa bahay nila. No, that's why your student doesn't participate in class, natutulog siya kasi nag-away sila ng parents niya. Or bakit hindi siya makakonsentrate sa class kasi nahihirapan siyang magbasa. Hindi siya makabasa ng tama kasi may problema siya sa mata niya. You need to have the right tools so that you can dig deeper, so you know how to effectively help the students. Never assume. In NLP, we have this term called mind read. Nagma-mind read tayo. And we don't want mind reading. We want it to be as evidence-based as possible. Imagine, if you have those tools, very practical, rapport, right? Hindi guaranteed na porket teacher ka, magiging close ka sa students mo. Kailangan pa rin na matuto ka ng tools and techniques para makuha mo yung loob ng students mo. And that's where rapport comes in. The next is you need to learn how to communicate effectively para naiintindihan ng estudyante mo yung tinuturo mo. Right? Okay lang kung visual ka, tapos visual din yung kausap mo. Pakitaan mo lang ng picture, okay na. But what if your student is kinesthetic or feelings? What if auditory digital? Kailangan niyang i-analyze muna yung mga lesson sa utak niya bago niya ma-process and maintindihan. Or what if sounds yung gusto niya? No, you need to articulate it in the right manner para mas maganda pakinggan and mas na-absorb niya yung lessons. And the third is learn how to ask the right question so that you help the students better. Never mind read. Alam mo, those 3 tools are very practical. I apply it sa anak ko, I apply it to my wife, and naging more harmonious yung relationship natin. That's why you need to equip yourself. Never assume na yung alam mo, yan yung pinaka-effective na paraan. And it's your responsibility to equip yourself so that maging okay naman yung relationship mo sa mga students mo. Now, if you want to learn more, message me. Again, I'm June Acevedo. I'm a certified neurolinguistic programming master trainer. What I do is I equip individuals with the right mental tools that is aligned with the right values and aligned with the Lord. And alam mo, hindi pa huli ang lahat. No, you can be an effective teacher. Not only an effective teacher, but one of the best teachers if you just have the right tools and the right mindset. So I hope you've gotten something from our time together. God bless you, good luck, and I'm just here for you.